Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another Rebelscum.com video review. And today we are reviewing the Micro Galaxy Squadron AAT with Battle Droid and from Series 1 minis, Darth Maul. Because I figured this is probably the best vehicle to pair Darth Maul with for now, at least until we get a Sith Infiltrator, right? So here is the AAT in all of its glory. Now, this is the classic, regular, beige Trade Federation color scheme. We've got our little Roger right there. Probably one of the figures I was looking forward to most in this line. Probably one of the vehicles I was looking forward to most this line. And Jazwares. I need an MTT to go with this, okay? I need an MTT. I need all of the different Separatist paint jobs of the AAT. I need the prototype defoliator cannon AAT from Clone Wars. And I need a lot more Rogers than this, okay? One's not going to cut it. I need all of the Rogers. Every Roger. So many Rogers. So, yeah, let's get some Rogers in the mic. Oh, Vulture droids, Tri-Fighter droids, Hyena bombers. There are so many Roger options. Jazwares, X-wings and TIE fighters, gunships. Oh, those are all cool. Sure, lots of people love those, but nothing compares to the Rogers, right? Well, some of you might disagree. And that's okay. You like what you like. I happen to love battle droids. So here is the AAT. This is a vehicle I have been looking forward to since the launch of this line. It's looking very cool in the packaging. On the back, you've got those blueprint images as well as a hologram image of the AAT. Some of the other vehicles available in Series 2 of Micro Galaxy Squadron. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here is our AAT out of the packaging. And again, it looks really, really awesome. You even got the little rocket vents here on each side. Articulated blaster cannons. Go up and down. The upper turret does rotate, as well as the main gun articulating. And you also have this cool little stand that plugs into the back that holds it upright. It does have wheels on the bottom. That stand just plugs right there into the bottom so that it sits properly. But if you don't have it plugged in, I guess it's kind of back heavy and it just falls back. So you definitely want to have that stand plugged in there so it'll sit upright. It has a couple of opening hatches, a lot like the 3 3/4 scale version of the AAT. The front hatch opens up. Now, it doesn't blow off like the 3 3/4 scale one. You also have some really cool inner details in there. Even on the inside of the hatch, which I really like. A lot of awesome molded details. The top hatch opens to the side, which is kind of a shame. I know there's going to be some give and take because this is a very small scale piece, but it would have been cool if they put 2 little hinges and had it split apart as it's supposed to. But you just grab it from the side over here on the right side of the hatch, pull it over, and there you can put your little Roger in the top hatch. One of the details I have to say was kind of missed and a little disappointing is the rear hatch doesn't open up at all. I was really, really hoping that Jazwares was going to get that feature and probably be the first to get that feature because no other company who has produced a cool AAT model, not Galoob and not Hasbro, not any of the guys who produce good AAT toys, have produced a version where the rear hatch actually opens up and you can put other characters and droids inside, because This whole section is supposed to be hollow, and you're supposed to actually be able to have multiple droids or officers inside, depending on, the battle you're sending your tanks into. So I gotta say, I am a little disappointed in that not being a feature, because Jazwares has displayed a keen eye for level of detail and opening hatches where they're supposed to open on a lot of their vehicles so far. So it's kind of a shame that they missed it on this one, especially on a vehicle that I specifically was so very excited for. So kind of bummed that they weren't able to work that in there. Maybe on a future release, who knows? We'll just have to stay tuned and wait and see, like everybody else. But other than that, it is a really awesome tank model. It is really solid. On the outside, it looks very screen accurate and very, very cool. And then, of course, you get a little tiny Roger. Look at that little guy. Now, interesting that they went with the classic Trade Federation color scheme for the tank, but went with the Geonosis coloration for the battle droid himself. I thought that was a little peculiar. Now, I don't dislike it. All Rogers are awesome in my opinion, and I also really like the Geonosis color scheme, although I feel that would have been better suited for maybe a Geonosis sanded paint variant of this tank. Doesn't necessarily need to be a separatist color scheme, because we didn't start seeing those until a little bit later into the war. Even the AATs that took place and fought on Geonosis during the Battle of Geonosis looked much like this paint job over here. However, I think it would have been better if we had gotten a regular beige battle droid. And honestly, I feel like we should have gotten two with this pack. One to put in the front hatch and a commander to put in the top hatch. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the forums. Now, he does, like everybody else, come out of his awesome little personal bubble. Again, just something I love, love, love about Jazwares. So here's this little guy. He has a little bit of articulation. Arms go up and down. Legs bend at the hips. And that's pretty much it. But overall, he's a great looking little Roger. And like I said, you can put him in the top hatch. So you just stand him up. And he can call shots and direct where the tank needs to go. Or you can have him sit in the driver's seat. There we go. And pilot the tank. Whichever one works for you. Which is, again, why I feel like we should have gotten at least two Rogers, because a lot of the vehicles in the Micro Galaxy line come with at least two action figures, and especially those that have two figure slots separately on the vehicle. So it's a little strange that we only got one battle droid with this one, whereas with vehicles like X-Wings, we got two characters. Vehicles like Jedi Starfighters, we got two characters. The gunships come with multiple characters, and so on. More battle droids would have been nice, is all I'm saying. All right, now for our Maul Mystery Mini. So there he is with his little speeder bike there from the Phantom Menace. And much like the rest of the miniature minis, they all come with a cool little stand that you can display your character on their little micro vehicle on. So there is Maul sitting perfectly on his speeder bike, which, fun fact, the name of which is Bloodfin. And even the level of details on this are very good. They even got those little bit of green details in there. The beige seats. He sits on it really, really well. And even the details on Maul is really cool. They got that red paint scheme on his face. His lightsaber hilt is sitting there on his hip, which I didn't even realize until I opened this all the way that was a detail they had added on there. I thought it was just solid black legs, but they actually molded and painted his lightsaber hilt to his hip, which, again, the level of detail that Jazwares gets most of the time is fantastic. This line has just been really, really great from the start. And again, this was a Series 1 release. I know we did a Series 2 review here, but there wasn't really a good vehicle I felt to pair Maul with in Series 1. So that's why we waited until Series 2. But he just looks so very cool. Here, we got our battle droid driving the tank, so we'll have Maul directing the tank. Why not? How cool would that have been in Phantom Menace if Darth Maul was in an AAT with a bunch of battle droids? That would have been awesome, I think. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's Rebelscum.com video review featuring the Jazwares Micro Galaxy Squadron AAT from Series 2 and Darth Maul Mystery Mini with his speeder bike from Series 1. Stay tuned for more Micro Galaxy reviews. Stay tuned for more Rebelscum.com content. Make sure you like and subscribe and check the website every single day for new and exciting content from Rebelscum.com. And don't forget to sign up for Collector's Oracle today so you can start managing your collection like a pro. And we're discussing adding Micro Galaxy at some point in the near future, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you. You Rebel Scum.